People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People7 on Twitter and YouTube, people are elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, are located at people.etsy.com. And I'm here in the soap lab getting set up to make me some bath bombs and all those good smelling things I like to make. I will make a smaller one just for use on my hands and also to be used as a sample size. So you'll be able to see that in the video as well. But I wanted to discuss scenting. Okay. Most people use a 1-ounce bottle of fragrance oil when they are making soaps, which is fine because this is literally a test bottle and the smell might actually last for 2 pounds of fragrance oil, so that way you can get an idea of what your batch smell like. In fact, these work so well, I never make 1-pound batches of soap. I always make a 2-pound minimum and throw this whole thing in there, stretch it out with a little canola oil, and I'm good to go. Now, when you're making or using a 3-ounce or 4-ounce or higher size bottle of fragrance oil, it looks like this, okay? And that's standard. In fact, this is so brand new, it still got the plastic it came with on there to seal it. Now, what happens if you're making soap bombs and you only need 40 drops of fragrance oil? This will be a little bulky. These will drive you back, especially in that format. And of course, the ramekins, even my smallest ramekin, is too much for use in that fashion. So what do? Well, I'm going to show you what I do. Remember the challenge, the squeeze bottle challenge and the Pointillism challenge where you utilize these standard size bottles? I'm going to show you one of the bottles. You know, one of these things you got from Sally. Ta-da! Remember those little generic color applicator type dealio? Well, that needs to go in the wash bucket. Well, keep at least 2 of the tops to have on hand at all times. Even if you throw out the bottles, soak that top so that way there's no yuck left over. Keep that in your supply of, hey, I got this just in case. That's like, I started using a red funnel because it holds more, and this is my original funnel. Yep, I'm a red, yellow, pink kind of girl. But this funnel only holds a half an ounce or a half a quart, it says, or some strange number like that. The other one holds a full cup of whatever. So if I'm setting up a funnel, especially for a funnel pour, when you don't want to slow down because, hey, my funnel won't take that capacity, a bigger funnel is just what you need. Well, that don't mean I'm going to throw away the little one. You know, I'm going to use that for something else. Anyway, what you do is you open up, you'll smell good. Oh, yeah, that smells wonderful. And that's literally how it comes. That's going to be the first bath bomb. And you're going to take this, and even if the threading is a little bit different, it's still going to fit that top. You might have to push down and turn, but guess what? Fits that top. This one fits that top. So my 2 favorite scents are good to go, and all I got to do now is drop 80 drops. Well, actually, 2 batches. For the first batch, all I got to do is drop 40 drops of this fragrance oil or less or more, depending on what my nose says is needed. When I get to the second batch, same dealio. Okay, the way you test to see if it's going to fit, okay, this is a bacon, so I'm not trying to smell that while I'm doing this. Hold on. Let me grab something pretty like okay, this is the bottle size that you get for, you know, sample. See how small that top is? That means I know it's not going to fit on here at all. So basically you need a 3, well, I keep saying 3. You need a 4-ounce or larger bottle of your fragrance oil to do that. Since I do tend to save my bottles, I have bottles of this size. So say for example I'm going to set it up for, you know, usage that way. As long as I know this top will fit, I know it'll fit on this top. So that way if you're using small amounts, is no worries. Because, I mean, this scent smells amazing. This scent smells absolutely gorgeous. This little sample size smells great. But what if I'm using this size, but I'm trying to use this method, and it spills? Then I go to make something else, and I can't even tell if I had the proper level of scent because my nose is still picking up what was passed. You see what I'm saying? A great scent is great, but what if you need to get to the next great scent to see if you have enough or if you need to use a little less, so forth and so on. So that's when I utilize this simple little method so that way I can get 40 drops or 80 drops of whatever I need for bigger batches like the 2 pounds of, you know, soap that I need to, you know, just dump a sample bottle of fragrance oil in, or a 5-pound batch of soap where I have to worry about this many ounces per pound, then yeah, I won't have to worry about the little dropper bottle or the squeeze bottle technique because I'm not going to be using spoons, I'm not going to be using this. I'm going to be using the great big, you know, container over there with the scale, so forth and so on. So yeah, you do what you got to do, you do what works, and instead of buying a dram dropper, as they call them, to drop out this many drams and that many, this is already in the house. So if you've made challenge soaps and you've used dropper bottles, if you have an old ketchup bottle and it has that kind of top, as long as it fits, go for it. Recycling, upcycling, you know, is a useful thing, especially when you have stuff around the house that you go, hey, I can use that for this and the other. And when you look at items for something that costs more money than you're necessarily willing to spend, it's a good thing to know how to utilize those elements. Anyway, this has been People of 7 on Twitter, YouTube. People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. My soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. Stay tuned and stay blessed because I got bath bombs coming. Bye now.